Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, Dragon Ball Z. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, XYZ. Yay, it's time to start. Blah, 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 yaggity smaggity. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Good morning, my cool peeps. Hello, hello, hello. I look different on the screen. I tell you, every time I do these quality assurance checks, I get a different visual. And when I go actually push the live, I look like something else. Good morning, my cool peeps. High five. Bam. I better turn the music down. Today is July 7th already. Oh, I have so much to do, which is a good thing. I have so much to do today. So I'm very glad that my shows are always scheduled out for early in the morning, because it allows me to have more time throughout my day to get stuff done. Welcome into Tuesday. Not only is it Taco Tuesday, my cool peeps, it is Cartoon Tuesdays on Elay TV. I like how I'm slowly starting to shape up these shows every morning, every handful of months. So it seems to me I get a little bit better with the streaming. So that's pretty neat, because that means it proves that there's always room to grow, no matter how long. I've been at this YouTube thing for so long, still doesn't mean that I have learned everything. So I'm excited about these small victories of getting better with YouTube delivery. I am going to put the like sticker in there. That's what I want to do before I start. Sticker, push this, put a little box up there, and put cool peeps, and put welcome, WELCOME, and ooh, look at you. Thank you for pressing the like. THANKU for pressing the like key. Push done. Start. And yes, I forgot to spell check this box, y'all. It's too late now, LA. The damage has been done. Don't know if I spelled the words right or not. Now I have to get this box out of the way. I don't want to cover all of the cartoons in my background I've chosen. There. So you can see in the top, Ed, and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls. There's Ben 10. Adventure Time, and Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Cameras make my skin look hideous. It's like certain cameras is, how can I say this? Okay, I do my practice runs beforehand. I check how I look in the camera, how my hair is, and even, my skin, make sure it's not too shiny, blah, blah, blah. And it looks perfect to me. But then when I actually push the go live, it's like it's operating out of a whole nother camera apart from the practice camera. And I don't like that, because if you want us to practice and do these test runs, or what do the celebrities do before sound checks? You know how the celebrities and singers do this thing called a sound check? Well, I'm doing the same thing. So I'm showing up early, doing these quote sound checks, expecting that what I see in the sound check is going to be what I get when I actually go live. But it's never that way. And it's trash, because the screen shows up in a way that is too close. It's showing too much of my face, and I'm like, get out of the way. Or it's emphasizing like, yeah, LA needs more sleep. Yeah, but you don't have to zoom in on the bags, because when I did the sound check, the bags weren't bagging that tough. And no, I'm not using filters and all that, but That's been my thing ever since I've been going live. But I'll just keep on trying, like Ash Ketchum. So yes, high five, bam. I like that I was able to chat with my cool peeps while the counter was on. The counter feature is nice. I actually noticed the counter feature in my live streaming section on the cell phone maybe 2 weeks ago, seems like. And I'm like, you know what? I should do that. Because in my mind, my cool piece, I'm still stuck on the old way of how I ran things. Like, of course, OBS systems and just building everything behind the scenes on there myself. So since I don't have access to that, I'm still stuck in the train of thinking of how I ran things before with the old setup. So it's taking me a minute, which feels like years to me, to actually acclimate myself with the new stuff that YouTube has to offer us content creators when we stream through the cell phone. There's several new features that have been installed in a newer, updated phone that I'm still catching up on and learning and getting used to apply to these current live streams. Yes, I have gotten behind the ball when it comes to live streaming on a cell phone with a new device. But thank you, my cool peeps, for helping me at the beginning of the year to get a new cell phone. I didn't know just how important it was until my phone stopped receiving updates. I missed out on a lot over past couple of years. So, side note, my cool peeps, for those who like to save money, me, I was not going to get a new phone until my phone screen went black and I wasn't going to be able to turn it on. But since I'm in a different day and age and YouTubing has become my job, it's not cliche, it's not taboo, and no, it's not me keeping up with the Joneses. I had to get a new phone. Y'all, my phone that I once had was like an Android 9. And every time I logged into YouTube in the past, a box would come on when I would log into YouTube, and what is it called? YouTube Studio app. It would be like, Android phone is outdated. To receive new updates, please update phone. And I'm like, why would I update my phone when I push live, everything's going? But I didn't know when I replayed the videos back, if no one told me in time, everything was buffering and it sounded like I was underwater. That's my little story this morning before I go into talking about Ben 10 on Cartoon Network. Once again, thank you so much, my cool peeps. I'm really liking having a countdown before I actually start, so I don't just have to dive into these live streams. So it's kind of a blessing, and it's more than kind of a blessing in disguise to have these situations go on with me as far as technologically wise, because I have been forced, not because I'm being a stubborn old fart and don't want to accept technology. No, I like technology. But on the racetrack of life, everybody's sprinting and I'm going the distance running in that department, so I'm a little bit slower in that. So I'm glad that life is setting up shop for me to fall into transitioning into operating in modern technology by way of my phone at my own pace. And the information that I'm learning is sticking So, dear life, thank you for being my teacher with helping me transition from the old ways of how I operated on YouTube. After all, I've been on YouTube for like 14 years, so that's say let's minus a year. I've been operating in this old way on YouTube for 13 years, so that's a lot to unlearn so I can relearn. So I'm happy about this. I'm thankful that here in this day and age, I am learning new stuff still. I can't believe it's Tuesday. It feels like Sunday. I hope that's a good thing because that means if it feels like a Sunday for you, my cool peeps, hopefully that means you're resting. It feels like another day off for you, right? I like when I have moments and days like when I wake up and it's Wednesday and I'm like, ooh, it feels like a Saturday. Because Saturdays and Sundays are my scheduled days off for social media. So I hope that since it feels like a Sunday for you, that means it feels like you've got another day off. I always get Samsung Galaxy. They usually last 2 years. This Samsung 23 Plus is still going strong, though at 3 years. Wonderful news. See, that's what I like to hear. When I invest in a device, if the budget permits me to, do as such to invest in something a little more current, I want it to last more than a day. And I'm overly dramatizing that. So it says here, I always get Samsung Galaxy. They usually last 2 years. This Samsung 23 Plus is still going strong though at 3 years. Guess they're making them better now. I don't know, or maybe it's because I'm not a. I think it's they are making them better. I've always been a strong fan of the Android. I like Android. It just seems like a happier choice. I know we're having a little technology talk, but I'm going with it right now because that's what it is. I like Androids. Once upon a time, I was a fan of Apple, but that was before Steve Jobs passed. And once, unfortunately, Steve Jobs transitioned, it seemed like so did the care that was put behind all Apple products transpired with him. So, once upon a time when I was really engulfing myself into technology, I did have Apple devices for content creating, and then I had Android devices for other things because I was split in the middle how each brand offered different things, different fields, and technological experiences. So now that once again Steve Jobs has transcended on somewhere else, Apple stuff is not the same, so Android everything. It doesn't really matter what day it is for me, honestly. It's all a blur. No, it was all a dream. I'm so sorry. Wow. You know what? This morning I was preparing for, of course, this show, and I was wondering where my bag of cereal was. I found it. It was hiding behind my green screen curtain. Of course, you cannot see the green screen curtain because the picture is showing. But here's my bag of cereal. I was like, where's my cereal? I know I didn't eat it all. Here it is. I finally graduated to a new cereal. Cheerios. Yay. And I have not coffee right now. I have some tea with honey in it. Oh boy, and it's really good as well. I used to do construction with my phone in my back pocket. Was pretty rough on that. Yeah! You're an indoor cat though. Exactly. I prefer indoors. I like being in the comfort of my own home with my family. It's so fun. It's like I'm living in the library, but the library is home. Yay! Thank you so much for coming in. For those who are inquiring about the legendary Hercules the Shark, Hercules the Shark will be on this Friday. Shouts out to Hercules. I spoke with him on the phone last night. He's recovering rather well. All of the jitters from, I was about to say Friday the 13th. Might as well be. All of the jitters from 4th of July have surpassed. He's not nervous anymore because all of you who know Hercules the Shark doesn't care for the booming fireworks sounds that happens every night on 4th of July. So Hercules is better. He's more relaxed. He's not on edge anymore. And I'm glad I've been checking in on him. Hercules the Shark is now a member of the family, a beloved character who is a part of the Elay TV's home permanently. Speaking of Hercules the Shark, I do have one note to write down. I need to call Hercules the Shark and ask him one more pertinent question. Alright. Alright. Hello. Okay. Okay. I'm writing some notes down. There we go. Hercules is on the Exactly, Hercules the Shark, when he gets upset, he'll be like, what in the HIJKLOMN, oh, and the P is going on around here? Don't let him get distracted. He'll be like, what's going on in these comments? That's his problem. He keeps finning around in those comments. He's gonna have his blood pressure go up. And I'm worried that by us talking about Hercules the Shark on a Tuesday, he might just pop in the comments and have something to say. So, you know how he is. He'll be like, my fins are itching. Someone's talking about me. What's going on? High five. Bam. Welcome in from Australia. How are you doing? I think it is either after supper time for you all. I'm going to look on here. It's got to be, 6 or 7 p.m. now. I am really working on committing the time zones around the world to memory, because in life it's not just about me, it's about everyone around me. So yeah, I'm starting to remember. It's 7:11 right now in Australia. It's pretty much dinner time, or you're finishing up with dinner time. Yeah, we usually eat dinner around that time. So let's say if it's a late dinner, if I start dinner on time around the 7:11 time, I usually should have the dishes washed or beginning to wash the dishes. Yeah, or maybe just like skipping washing dishes till later because I want to eat dessert and sit down and veg out for the rest of the evening. You know, who knows? That's life. Don't have to be on a strict schedule, but that's pretty much how it runs. Today we're talking about Ben 10. It was on April 12th of this year where Ben 10 came on. That's what I have written down in my notes. Ben 10 came on for the first time in a long time, at least for me to catch, in April. So I wanted to talk about it. I like that Cartoon Network rotates cartoons. They're getting better at rotating cartoons, meaning like Cartoon Network has this window where it's like a flex window. That's what they call it, I think. The flex time is between like 1 and 1:30 p.m. and it starts like at, I'm starting to forget, 11:30. So I think it starts around 11:30 a.m. and ends between 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. time. And that's when Cartoon Network interchanges sparingly random cartoons. But for some time, Cartoon Network were not rotating cartoons in that flex time, and it became annoying. Became annoying. So I started talking about it, and I started complaining like, yo, Cartoon Network, where's your variety? You have a catalog kingdom of cartoons. Why are you showing these same four things? So in my rant about that, which started way last year, here we are today. And so I was really happy and surprised to see that Ben 10 came on. Usually I would catch it on a Saturday when I'm not looking for it. And the music would start with Ben 10. And it sounds like this organ. It's like Ben 10. I like the song, I like the music, I like the intro, and what makes it funny is my husband and our son definitely all agree that Beast Boy from Teen Titans Go does the voice for Ben 10 and also sings the intro for Ben 10. It makes me excited hearing that because it's like Beast Boy is intertwined with Ben 10 now, and Ben 10 is intertwined with Beast Boy. There's Beast Boy, there's Ben 10, and they both morph into different things. So that's where I'll leave it at with a couple other things of why I like Ben 10. Okay. So I typed in, for all who don't know who Ben 10 is, Ben 10 is a popular animated series following a 10-year-old Ben Tennyson who discovers an alien device called... Now, I should know this as much as I watch it. Well, as much as I watch it. I don't watch Ben 10 as much as I watch Adventure Time, but the Omnitrix or something. LA, you're striking out. We're talking about Ben 10 and you cannot even remember what the Omnitrix is. Resembling a wristwatch, this gadget attaches to his wrist and allows him to transform into various extraterrestrial heroes, each with unique superpowers to fight evil. I still want a Ben 10 watch. Now, it's been a minute since I actually did the research to look for a Ben 10 watch. That's why I say still, because as life goes on, other things I gravitate to far as wanting, like paraphernalia from Cartoon Network. So since I'm talking about Ben 10 like I am in such a long dedicated video, it's starting to rake up other past memories and happy thoughts that circle around the memories of Ben 10. And getting a Ben 10 watch was one of them. I was like, that watch, I must have that watch. Oh my goodness, Hercules is in the chat, y'all. Hercules, what are you doing up? See, I knew Hercules was gonna come in here because we were talking about him. Hercules says, hey, I believe you all are talking about me. Yes, we were talking about you, Hercules, but now we're back to talking about Ben 10. So can you please just quietly behave and listen to me, Hercules the shark? It is my time to talk. This is my day on Taco Tuesdays. Your day, Hercules, is on Friday, so please just sit down. The core premise of Ben 10. Our core premise: during a summer road trip in a camper with his cousin Gwen and their grandpa Max, Ben finds the mysterious Omnimatrix. I'm saying it wrong, but moving forward, he learns how to use the device to turn into 10 different aliens, each equipped with specific abilities such as super strength, speed, or fire manipulation. This is how the number 10 comes to play, because Ben 10 can morph into 10 different creatures. Moving on. So what I typed in my first tab that I have open on the computer, Ben 10 came on Cartoon Network on April 12, 2026. Ben 10 frequently appears on Cartoon Network's TV lineup, with episodes airing in dedicated scheduling blocks, including specific marathons cataloged on April 12, 2026. Additionally, my cool peeps, it says as follows. The franchise universe, I like that franchise universe. The franchise universe continues to expand with a brand new comic book series by Dynamite Entertainment, launched on May 6, 2026. I didn't know Ben 10 was continuing on with his comic book series. Okay. Now that's a fun fact that I didn't know about. The April 12th broadcast, my cool peeps, allowed fans to catch classic episodes such as And Then There Were 10 during early afternoon and evening slots. Meanwhile, the new 2026 comic run is written by original co-creator Joe Casey. Joe Casey! And features redrawn alien designs, bridging nostalgia with modern storytelling. Now, that's what I like, because what I'm gathering for what I just read, my cool peeps, is that they still want to keep the dream of Ben 10 alive, fresh and current. So, what they're doing is just, in this comic, is just redrawing Ben 10 into how cartoonists are drawing cartoons today in this era. And every few years, cartooning structurifies how they draw and present cartoons. And I think that is a cool way for every generation to be able to realize what time of life we are all in. For example, the original Scooby-Dooby-Doo from millions of years ago, we will be able to tell which season or era that particular Scooby-Doo came from based on how the characters were drawn, based on the watercolor palette behind the scenes, especially when they're doing their run/chase scenes. We'll be able to see how the backgrounds are all a different way, versus how the Scooby-Doos of modern day, which is now 2025, 2026, are all drawn differently. Bold, stronger lines, more simplistic ABC-ish middle school type of depictions on how Scooby-Doo now is drawn up. The contrast is crisper. The lines are bolder. but it's a little bit more watered down and simplified in how the characters are presented. They're cute, yes, but it's a long evolution from how it once started. Quite frankly, because who in the H is gonna want to watch Scooby Doo from a million years ago when we've been saturated with modern day cartoon presentation? They're not gonna be able to connect. So, in order for us to keep the connection alive, we have to adjust. Sounds like me this morning when I was sharing my spiel on how life is teaching me how to walk hand in hand better at my speed and my pace with stepping up a few notches with learning the ways of technology and coming out of how I always did things, because I can get stuck. So I was stuck, and I'm getting out of that funk and learning how to advance with technology, even more so than what I already have. I'm quite sure though if I took some college courses I would be zip, but I'm not, so here we are. April 12th, my cool peeps, broadcast allows fans to catch classic episodes such as And Then There Were 10 during early afternoon and evening slots. Yes, that is true. I have to turn this fan on. My tea cooled down because it's in front of the fan. The tea is here to soothe my voice, but since the tea is cooled down, the raspiness is coming back. During the early afternoon and evening slots, meanwhile, the new 2026 comic run is written by original co-creator Joe Casey and features redrawn alien designs, bridging nostalgia with modern storytelling. AI is asking me, are you looking for information on where to catch or where to watch the animated series, or would you like to know more about the new Ben 10 comic storyline? Wow. Well, since we're here, I've got a little bit more time left. I do want to know more about this Ben 10 storyline. Yes, please and thank you. I would like to know more about the new Ben 10 storyline. Yay! Da, 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 da. Loading, loading. It's loading. So it's leading. No new Ben 10 television show premiered on Cartoon Network April 12th. No, it did not premiere. It just simply came on as a rerun, but it did come on. Though the franchise did make a major comeback in 2026 through other media. If you saw Ben 10 on Cartoon Network on this specific day, you likely caught a scheduled rerun. Exactly. As the final animated series wrapped up its run back in April 11, 2021. However, there is plenty of exciting action happening with the franchise right now. Let's see what's happening right here, right now. Drink a Diet Pepsi. Brand new comic series, a fresh ground up comic book reboot written by original co-creator Joe Casey, launched on May 6th, cool peeps, 2026 through Dynamite Entertainment. Gaming crossover. Ben and Gwen Tennyson officially joined Fortnite Battle Royale. What was it? A Royale with cheese. Ben and Gwen Tennyson officially joined Fortnite Battle Royale as purchasable cosmetics on April 24, 2026, featuring their ultimate alien designs, my cool peeps. Streaming arrival. According to AI, the classic animated series became available to stream on Tubi starting March 1st, 2026. Tubi or not Tubi? Be flat. Future TV rumors. Future TV rumors. Sorry about the parrot, guys. We have yet to catch it. Future TV rumors. Behind the scenes storyboard leaks surfaced in early 2026, sparking massive fan speculation about a potential future animated series announcement. Sweet, sweet victory. Squidward's brother caught a heart attack. And then SpongeBob jumped up in the air and did his infamous leap. Can you believe it? Did I just read this right? Did you all catch this? Future TV rumors. Behind the scenes storyboard leaks surfaced in early 2026, sparking massive fan speculation about a potential future animated series announcement. What is this animated series announcement? Would you like to know more about the storyline of the new comic series? Or are you interested in details regarding the Fortnite crossover? So many questions. What I want to know is about the speculations of Ben 10 possibly resurfacing with new episodes. Is this true? If this is the case, my cool peeps, that means there's a possibility that they will come back out with newly repriced Ben 10 watches. So that means I don't have to go to Mercari or look on eBay to find a Ben 10 watch of the past. But I can continue to stay in the present and look for the newest upcoming Ben 10 watch. Upcoming Ben 10 watch. Hey, what's going on? Hercules the Shark will be on this coming Friday. So I'm going to ask, yes, I please want to know about the possible new Ben 10 episodes coming up. Is this true? Ooh, I hope it's true. It's got to be true. It's true. The precious never lies. The precious never lies. As I feverishly wait in anticipation for AI to load up the answer, drum roll. Is it true that Ben 10 is in the works for making additional episodes? I hope it's true. As the curtain pulls back, my cool peeps, and the answer is revealed. Gather around the forest fire, the dumpster fire, the bonfire, and my favorite, the ring of fire, before or after the rising or setting sun. Is Ben 10 coming up with new episodes? I'm about to cry. Yes! At last! In the words of Jafar from Aladdin when he got the lamp. Yes, it is true that a new animated Ben 10 television series is actively being worked on. Dun dun dun, shimmy shimmy dance. Dun dun dun, shimmy shimmy dance dance. Dun dun dun, shimmy shimmy dance dance. I'll break it down like yo gabba gabba. Yes, it's true, my cool peeps, that a new animated Ben 10 television series is actively being worked on. Though Cartoon Network has not officially announced its premiere date yet. The buzz you are hearing about upcoming episodes stem from a major behind the scenes leak from an animator and the recent launch of a brand new franchise reboot. My uncle works at Cartoon Network and says they are remaking Ben 10 and it's going to be called Ben 10 and a half. Here for it. Totally here for it. I am in desperate search like Indiana Jones or Crowbar Jones from We Bear Bears. Crowbar Jones for a Ben 10 watch. I want. Oh, this is great. I'll be able to step into the future, which is now, to get a Ben 10 watch. Once upon a time in my search, I was looking for Ben 10 watches, but I wanted a more grown up Ben 10 watch, so I saw a couple, but now that we are living in present day, my cool peeps. And with the power of creativity, I know I shall come across the most appealing Ben 10 watch that you ever did witness from many millennia ago. What a time to be alive. Just like the Instacart song. Instacart lets you choose your bananas. Choose the how you like. Instacart lets you choose your bananas for great extra drive. Instacart lets you choose your bananas on the Instacart app. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. I miss seeing that Instacart commercial. Have you seen that Instacart commercial? Exactly, and that's pretty much what I'm saying. Of course, you'll be able to make whatever you want soon with the AI overlords. Exactly. In this modern day and time, it's no telling what type of cool Ben 10 watches will be available for us to choose from. Oh, boy. It's like infinite ideas now. Talk about the Aladdin Cave of Wonders. More like the wonderful world of Disney. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Panda, for that wonderful Ben 10 information. Yes, it is true, my cool peeps, that once again a new animated Ben 10 television series is actively being worked on. Though Cartoon Network has not officially announced its premiere date yet, the buzz you're hearing about upcoming episodes stems from a major behind-the-scenes leak from an animator and the recent launch of a brand new franchise reboot. What we know about the new episodes. Leaked storyboards, new alien forms, and continuity. The production timeline. Leaked storyboards. In the early 2026, storyboard artwork created by animator Adri Torres leaked online. The images showed active work being done at Cartoon Network Studios on what fans are calling the sixth series. This is wonderful news. What a wonderful time to be alive, my cool peeps, family, and friends. And hello to you. High five, bam. You just missed Hercules the Shark. He was in the comments. Because he knew we were talking about him. New alien forms and continuity. The leaked footage featured Ben 10 with a modified watch that lets him switch alien forms rapidly mid-battle. It showed a sword-wielding, kicking hawk-style alien and brand new cat-like and mouse-like transformations. Show enough. Am I the greatest? Show enough. Is Ben 10 the greatest? Show enough. The production timeline, my cool peeps, according to AI Industry Insider track, that show entered. Wait a second. I need to slow down and read that again. Industry Insiders track that the show entered early production, my cool peeps, around February 2025 because high quality animation takes a long time to finish. I like that. High quality animation takes a long time to finish. The series is heavily projected to officially premiere on TV or streaming around 2027. Oh, you watch Cartoon Network Norway. Cartoon Network is Cartoon Network wherever you watch it. Now presenting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living things under the sun. Now presenting Bella Swan to read today's survey. Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute, where's Bella?
Bella says she couldn't be here today. She says she's got too many rollers in her hair and, she doesn't feel like taking them out, so, she asked me to come on up here this morning and read the survey.
Alright, since you're here, Bella Swan isn't here today, y'all. We've got this guy. We've got Pancake Guy, aka the man with the knife.
I'll be reading today's survey, people. Still watching shows on Cartoon Network. This survey reads here, I need to put on my glasses. I don't know where my glasses are, people. Survey says, still watching shows on Cartoon Network. 59% of the cool peeps said yes. And 41% of the cool peeps said no. AI, look it. I'm a live being just like you, so I'm alive. That's all. And yeah, I know.
Get in there and fix those dang on pancakes.
I'm on it.
Thank you. Not Bella Swan. Da, 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 da. Bella Swan couldn't join us this morning to read the survey, even though it's part of her job. Moving forward, Bella Swan has got her own thing going on. For those of you who were here yesterday, Bella kind of had a small meltdown. She's got some things going on in her world amongst the other Funko Pop females, and she started to bring her burden over to the live stream. I had to kind of stop the show, y'all, to put her in her place and tell her, hey, look, this is a place of business and professionalism, and I need you not to bring your woes over here and spew them out on all my cool peeps, because my cool peeps and I are here to have a great time for a set amount of time, Monday through Fridays on Elay TV. It seems to me Bella still has some issues going on, and she's not coming onto the live stream. I don't know if Bella will return to us on Thursday or not, but hopefully she'll have her act together. Side note, tomorrow is my husband's and I 11th anniversary, so I will definitely not be on tomorrow. But in the 5 a.m. slot, I will have a program running as a premiere, so you can watch what other things I do on Elay TV. Once again, I will not be on live tomorrow, But I will have a premiere going related to Baskethead to fill that spot. So on with the show. Thank you so much for all of you who have been coming in. And a special shout out to my replay squad for coming in, hanging out with me. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. I have been enjoying my time on social media, and I've been having a really wonderful, good year. Thank you so much, my cool peeps, for coming in, showing up and showing out, saying hi and just passing through. I'm glad I can be a beacon of positivity and a reminder for all of you to continue to hold on to the light. Holding on to the light meaning being yourselves. Be yourself. It's all that you can do. I am out of here until next video, my cool peeps. I will see you. What? I will see you next video. High five. Bam. Bye bye.